Okay.
Go.
What?
Go.
What?
Eat it.
Okay.
Now.
Which one?
Don't think. Please be right.
Welcome, Chakkra Wavelengths. You feeling it now?
Greetings, Shocklings.
Greetings.
And welcome to another episode of Chakkra Wavelengths. Today we're going to show you guys a little bit of Texas unknown mystery, the Texas killing fields. And on a lighter note, not too much lighter, we'll talk about these hurricanes that keep f***ing us right in the ass.
Right in the
All right.
right up there.
So, if you guys can pick up any background noise right now, I don't know if you are, but it is the generators running in the backyard.
And it's keeping it cool in here. I
We
will
have
admit,
yet
it
to have
feels
power.
good. It feels good.
No AC, just the fans going.
Yeah.
Got the generator on some rigged up system. But
It's working. It's working though.
hurricane on the talk of that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Delta.
Please.
It made its landfall as a Category 2 storm with 100 miles per hour winds. And that actually set a new record as the 10th named storm to hit the U.S. coastline in a single year. And that breaks a record of 169 years, which is the only amount of years they've been
169.
recording. So, like, in the whole time they've recorded this whole thing,
169?
it's the most years. Most in 1 year. And from there, talk about the other hurricane.
Now those winds were crazy though. Like
At
that
least it
Delta
wasn't,
winds
like,
though.
flooding though.
Yeah, it was more
Dude,
wind.
like I was in my like
but
yeah, dude, it was like
I'm
crazy.
still over here
though.
suffering. Like, you guys got power. Y'all
Okay.
are like, oh yeah.
Like,
we're
but my
in the storm.
power,
And
my
I'm like, I'm
grandparents'
still
power
in
just
the
came
storm.
on yesterday though. You know, so like
Hope.
they were.
What did
You have a. It feels good here.
What did you say?
Yeah, just wait until 3 p.m. is when the heat sets in.
He said
When it gets
"Help
hot
me."
outside,
He said,
Like,
help me.
you walk in here and you're like, oh, God. And then you just never stop.
Yeah. Right.
You should never stop.
Gotta get to that Matthew McConaughey vibe going.
Yeah.
We're
But
going downtown.
I'd like to also
Big Grove Street.
take this moment with this beat going. Keep the drum roll. A shout out to Dale Bolton and King Pretzels. 2 subscribers who warmed my heart.
And we're going to the subscribe button.
I'm glad to see you joined our wavelength. We hope many more of you guys join, so you can hear this beat through your own name.
Samba. Rico.
How could you not?
Rico. This is Rico, everybody. If you saw the first one, put a face to
Yeah.
the name.
Rico.
Rico the Cruiser joke.
All right.
Brendan, you want to give a backstory on Rico just a little bit?
All right, we'll see. Rico showed up to us as a rescue dog. We will talk a little bit about him. He showed up in the bushes.
Pictures.
Did you catch that? Holy Sorry, boys.
He shows up in the bushes, and my dog, my brother, who is also a dog in his own way, not literally, but disregard. He finds Rico in the bushes, and he's like, "Mom, can we keep this dog?" And we already have 2 dogs. Mom's like, "No, we're not keeping a dog." And
Yeah,
it's like 7 in the morning before
Nope.
school. They come home the same day, and he's like still wandering around the house. So Hudson's like, "We gotta keep him," and he wanted to name him Bushes,
Wonder why Hudson
because he
wanted
saw him come out of the bushes. And then when
Bushes.
I came home from College Station 2 weeks later, or like maybe a week later, like I heard about him, but I've not met him. And like I'm not calling him Bushes. That's
Bushes.
So I was saying like I would call him Bush. So he would get the same like vibe, Butch. You know, he would get used to the same name. I'm not like screwing Hudson's name over.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that. So then I thought like, what would be his
I'm not
Butch
saying
fits
that.
him, but he's also like this little Mexican awesome conquistador. I mean,
Yeah.
look, can't you see?
Beautiful.
He has history in the Mexican heritage, which is why I also adopted the name Rico into him.
I love it.
It's fully Butch Rico.
Butch Rico.
Butch Rico.
Butch Rico.
But Rico is really the one we say more because obviously he's more Hispanic in
Rico.
his roots. Rico. Okay, so off the tangent of my dog. Let's talk to you guys about what we really want to talk about today.
Right.
Something I researched. The boys didn't really know about it, but I said don't look it up. I want to, introduce it to them as I introduce it to you. Okay, so this is the 3rd podcast. Ideally, we would be on an island right now.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd podcast. We want to keep a untraditional 3rd podcast loop. Every 3rd one, we told you we wanted to be something unique. This one fell through with the hurricane and the power off at the Sea Rim Park. They're not even allowing you to reserve right now. Other than
don't
that,
even cap.
no.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's reserved, but you cannot reserve until their power turns back on. So I was going to have to wait until last minute anyways. Like,
Yeah.
you can search it. You could search it. Search
Look it up.
Sea Rim Park,
Sea Rim.
Texas State Wildlife Park's
great.
page, and you'll see the same thing I'm talking about.
It's pretty cool.
It says, until the power comes up, you can't book. But anyways, and I don't even know if that even meant you can't even camp, because I was like, if I book it, what if we get there like, hey, the power's not on, we say y'all can't come. So, we have to do it here, but it's okay.
It's fine.
Near the place that we will go to in 3 weeks, we will take you there. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. The Killing Fields is not ideally right next to it. It's only 15 miles, but it's all generally in the same area of southeast Texas. Something I'd never heard of until researching it myself.
Okay, tell me.
So, there's a 50-mile stretch from Galveston to Houston, I-45, right?
Okay.
You guys, y'all probably drove it. If you go to Galveston and you take the bridge out and you go to Houston, that's I-45, right?
Yeah.
Well, that is where this all takes place. And we'll start with where it all began. On Calder Road oil fields is where it began. On October 10th, 1983, when Heidi Villarreal Fye went missing. She's 25, just a cocktail waitress from Houston.
Like, just randomly went missing?
Yeah,
Like
she
nothing?
just disappeared after she hitched a ride from her parents' house to Houston, where her boyfriend lived. Okay, so my bad. Her boyfriend lived in Houston.
Okay.
So
She's
she had
going to
come
see the
there,
boy. She's
but
going to see her
she
boy.
leaves and
Makes
goes
sense.
there. She never makes it to her house. To his
17?
house. She's actually 25.
25. Holy
So she never makes it to the house.
Glance at the paper.
It's a missing persons report, but nothing happens until the following April. See, that was October. And then April, a dog digs up her skull and brings it to his owner in
Holy
a road oil field. It's where they found the body of
oh my god, that's
her.
crazy.
October 10th, 1983. So 5 months later, September 24th, 1984, 17-year-old, you were right here, kind of. I mean, he's got some weird sidekick vibes going. 17-year-old Laura Miller goes missing. She walks a few blocks from home to a nearby convenience store to use the payphone and never returned. Okay?
Okay.
So her name
she got
is Laura
taken.
Miller, right? Her dad's name is Tim Miller, and he's like really advocate. He's really adamant that the cops search where her body is.
Okay.
And they find out that both girls lived a few blocks apart and frequented the same convenience store. So the dad at this point is like, check that field.
Yeah.
If you guys know that they go to the same store, I want you to try and check the field, and they don't. So he's like upset.
Yeah.
Nothing can happen though until 1986. 1984 was when that happened, but 1986,
Holy
riding dirt bikes find another body in the fields.
what the
And it is not Laura Miller. It's Jane Doe, who they
Jane
called her at
Doe.
the time because she was unknown. And when the
like
police
John
find
Doe,
her,
like John Doe.
yeah, that's what police call a female.
Bars they can.
But it's
Yeah.
a female Jane, yeah, as you're saying. John Doe.
He's had a realization here.
Okay. Not a realization, but
When the police find Jane, guess who they find feet away? Laura Miller.
holy
What- where the dad had told the cops to check,
this has to be a movie or something.
and there was 3
dude.
people there.
See,
We're
we
getting
go
there.
walking down
We're getting
that
there.
road, bro.
We can try that. It's spooky. I mean, I looked it up.
We can
It's an
try
oil
that.
field, and it's got some like trees. And
It tells me
get there.
mechanical.
Once you guys see the whole vibe, you'll see it's kind of. But
Jesus
okay, so
Christ.
Jane Doe. They can't figure out who Jane Doe is. No one's claimed her. No one missing reports match her description.
Okay,
And
I'm sorry.
at the same time, what are you
Adam
doing?
Sandler.
He was trying to get a candy corn and Mark couldn't.
And then for some
Yeah,
reason it
good
made me
shot
think.
over here,
And then
though.
for some reason it made me think of Adam Sandler's like a little.
Dude, he's
you know
nasty about it. Okay, back to
Adam Sandler?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
nasty.
like the and he does that thing. I don't know why I thought of
Oh,
that. You know, put a picture up of Adam Sandler's
We
little.
can put
Mark, put the
I know you
little.
guys time for some jelly beans. What if I told you these are safe? Like you don't have to worry about the scary bowl. Safe bowl. How does that sound for a change?
I'm scared to eat.
No,
it.
read them. It's just kids
Safe
mix and assorted flavors. Like these are good mixed in with my tainted match. Okay,
Like, bring-
so we got 3 bodies now.
Okay.
3 years, 1986. Okay,
All right.
so they don't know who Jane Doe is. No one reports her missing because they assumed she was had just moved there. She was a migrant of the city, and that's why they didn't have a report of her. No, I was
You're
swallowing
about to
the
choke. Okay.
jelly bean batch in my mouth. At the same time in Tennessee, though, this was unknown, but a mom of Audrey Cook, who recently moved to Houston alone, stops hearing from her. She had written letters to her like weekly, her and her dad,
Yeah.
her mom and her dad, and then they stopped hearing from her. And she had just moved to Houston from Tennessee.
Gee.
Okay, so
Okay.
Shirley Ant and her mom search for Audrey in the next years when internet is introduced, because it's like 1986.
Yeah.
Internet starts getting more popular. They
Right,
can actually
right.
search for her. They're looking. They ended up finding her tenant who she stayed with, her old boss, I think.
Okay.
And they basically got to figure out all this stuff, but everyone was dead end. They just knew they knew Audrey had just gone missing, but they didn't know what happened. It
so
wasn't
all
until
these people have gone missing in the same, like basically the same.
area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's,
All near
yeah.
I-45.
All right.
That's where like the bodies are going. But yeah, they're from Houston. Like League City is where this is going on.
Okay.
League
Okay.
City.
League City.
It's-
All right. Yeah.
It became the town was a pretty nice town.
I know where that is. Yeah, I've been
They
through
were
there. I haven't
good.
stayed
And then you
there.
gotta see like in like basically, I'm talking like in 20 years there's dozens of bodies of women found in these fields eventually. So it turns
Jeez.
into like
Is it still a cold
My-
case?
Yeah.
it's still a cold case.
What?
So
Holy.
years later, 2019, last year,
Yeah.
that they used facial reconstruction using her DNA from her bone fragments of Audrey Cook and another Donna Prudhomme, which we will hear about, to actually figure out who they were. And they could
Holy
finally tell their
shit.
families, hey, we found your daughter.
Damn.
She was
that's
killed
fucking-
in 1986.
Yeah.
So they
Holy
finally
fuck.
find
Damn.
out the aunt and the mom, who they had searched, all this time on the internet. They're like, hey, she actually said she was looking at the Houston ads, and they said a gap-toothed smile girl had been, and she knew like it was
Yeah.
her, and she called
Yeah.
them, and like they confirmed it.
Holy shit.
So it was her. Okay, so then after that, so that all happens. Tim Miller, that was a little tangent, but you got to keep
Yeah.
in mind that we just
Tim
found her
Miller.
body.
The
Laura
advocate.
Miller's. Tim
Tim
Miller,
Miller, an
Laura's dad,
advocate.
is angry at the cops. He's like mad. He just told him to look there.
He's
And
an
at this
advocate.
point, he's trying to take his own line, take it into his own hands. Not his own life.
It was his own
He's taking
life.
his
I was
own
like,
life.
wait.
He is a suicide note. He's actually, he begins investigating himself, and he convinced himself that he finds the killer, Robert Abel. He is a former NASA engineer who leases land right next to the killing fields. He's been doing it for a while,
Yeah.
and he convinces it that it's him. And then the FBI starts following that too, and they in 1991 he opens up a
Shit.
horseback riding business next to the killing fields, right?
God.
So this is 1991
Yeah.
now. He's already
All the way
had
from-
he's already had some land there, but he opens up this like horseback riding thing.
Okay.
And then in September 8th, 1991, Janet Doe, they don't know who it is at the time, Janet Doe, body is discovered by horseback riders on his property, Abel's
Holy
property. This is the fourth body in the Calder field. Janet Doe ends up being Donna Prudhomme, who was identified like Audrey
Yeah.
Cook. They didn't know at the time, though.
Yeah.
They just found a naked woman in the field, and she was
That's
dead.
crazy.
So the police are convinced it's Abel with all the evidence that it's just on his land,
Yeah.
and they raid his home, but they find no evidence. The women who were shot, the bullet matches don't match the gun,
Yeah.
the bullet
Dang.
marks,
So he really.
and there's
didn't
no
even get-
links in his house to the women that could link
Like,
him
no-
to.
yeah.
So he is a cold case from that point
Jeez.
on. All right.
I mean, I'm invested
So,
in this. Like, this
Miller,
should be
keep
a
your mind on
series.
Miller.
Like, we need to make.
We're
this
getting there.
or
Don't
something.
worry.
You already wrote it.
I wrote the monologue and script. Just kidding. But-
Holy. That would have been impressive.
So
what
Miller
I'm saying.
Miller devotes his life to this work, right? He doesn't stop there.
Right.
And he creates something called Texas EQ Search, where people actually can like put in like if your daughter went missing, you can put it on there, and then it's in the database. And now like they'll like try to you put in her information, like
Yeah.
what she looks like, and it can link it to people that the police are putting in.
Yeah.
He's actually
Damn, that's all.
and
That's
he's
awesome,
actually tracks down missing people for a living and found dozens of bodies in the past 2 decades.
though. That's sick.
So like he's actually
Yeah.
like kind of like a bounty hunter.
Yeah,
for dead-
almost for
for
finding
the missing
yeah.
people. I wouldn't say dead. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if they're always dead that he finds them. Maybe he finds them alive, but
Hopefully, we hope
that
he's
would be
doing
the
that.
hope.
That'd be great.
Yes.
You know.
So when he does that, he also turns the killing fields into a memorial. And on the trees, like in the area where the people's bodies were found, he put names of missing people, like everyone that, or like most of the people. I'm convinced it's everyone, but it could just be a lot of them.
Yeah.
Of the Texas EQ search, he tags their name on the tree. So it's like this memorial for all these people that died, and like,
Man.
and he did that, and he put crosses for the women, like where they were found. He put crosses for each individual woman. So he would like actually visit the oil field memorial more than the cemetery grave his daughter had.
Wait, so there was like no other leads in like ever?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what I'm saying. Like, what?
there
There's,
were.
like, it's so
But
this
it
is
was
still
never
in
like
the,
a
like
big,
where are we at
there
in
was
this
nothing
year?
like
There was
they
no,
What
never
year?
because I'm gonna get to that. There's more.
Okay.
It gets bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
What year are we at now? Like, is his still in the
1991,
okay,
like
90s.
past there. I mean,
Okay.
he's doing this work from now, so this is no specific time. He just devoted his life to it, right?
Right.
And he places the cross. So he said in an interview, he says, "I would go out there to where I put that cross, and I would say, Laura, please don't hate your daddy, but I can't come out here anymore." And he said, like that day, like when he was walking away, he says like he could hear like, "Don't quit, don't give up yet."
Yeah, just keep
And so,
going. Dang.
He keeps going. He's like obsessed with this. Like that's why he does this for his life. He feels like he owes it to his daughter. And I guess you got to think like in his case. I mean, like it's kind of like the Revenant on. Have you guys seen the Revenant?
I've seen the Revenant. It's so sick.
So his
Hey,
son.
if you haven't seen that, go watch the Revenant.
Spoiler
please.
alert. I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert's coming, but go see it. It's like
So his son is killed, and from
10
there on, it's just like he has
Well
no purpose
deserved.
anymore because
Oscar.
his purpose was to make his son and you know, guide him.
Yeah, exactly.
So at that point, he makes it his mission to kill
that guy because Tom Hardy.
Fitzgerald.
Tom Hardy, yeah, Fitzgerald's character.
He goes to kill Fitzgerald.
but Tom Hardy's character.
Yes, and so in the same sense, Miller is kind of like he lost his daughter.
Yeah.
He's stuck in this way.
He's trying to find the Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying to.
find.
And he's
his
taking it
Fitzgerald.
farther now that he's got
Right.
like if you think about it, now that he's got the technology of the modern era, he can actually make a database where who's to say that Glass wouldn't have made some effort.
Right, like
eventually to make some giant thing
Yeah.
for lost sons that had been murdered brutally in the snow.
It was.
I'm upset about that scene.
That
still.
movie. All right, but that Oscar wasn't it an Oscar? Leonardo DiCaprio. It was his first one in The Revenant. That was well deserved.
It was
100%.
It was good because you got to think that
other roles he could
there's so
no,
much,
yeah, he deserved them. I'm
there's
saying
so much
like
respect
so
when
many
you
other
have
times,
little
but
dialogue
that-
in a film
he
like
shoulda-
that.
They got
that
it
was-
right at least that time.
You know,
I should have got it right.
there was such little dialogue. And
Yeah,
it still made it work.
It was just
he
like-
was so focused on what he was doing,
and he
you
put his
could
body
even
through
read
it
his
almost.
effort. Yeah,
Yes, like you could tell.
you could
his
tell
ass.
what was happening without him even talking. Most
Go
of the time
see
he's
that.
talking, what was the language? He's Pawnee.
Yeah,
He's speaking Pawnee half
dude,
the time.
like literally, he's
like
like
the
speaking
elk
to-
scene at first. I feel
That
like
was-
maybe they could have given us more of the beginning group. Like, he gets attacked by the bear sword. Not early
Yeah,
on,
I
I want
mean-
to say, but
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
feel
It's
a little
almost
bit
I
more
wanted to see him do
why
something.
he was such
yeah.
of a leader
Why
to
he
them.
exactly?
Like,
Yeah.
he was such.
But dude, he
respected
f***ed the shit out of that bear. Okay, just go see the Revenant. Go
that. He
see
did
the
not
Revenant.
do that.
He did not f*** the bear.
I'm saying I didn't. I said fight. I said he was like. He
Oh,
was
you
putting
said
up a fight.
fought?
Yeah, fought.
Okay, sorry guys.
I said fought. The
Anyway,
out of that
so the same sense, Tim Miller is just—he's got that same purpose, right? But that's the whole story
Okay, yeah.
of the actual.
Tim Miller is
Calder.
Leonardo DiCaprio in the.
Yes, in our film, we are casting him as the Revenant. Same.
It's gonna be great. Put the
Plot.
picture of
Hey,
Tim
that-
Miller, Leonardo DiCaprio.
We got on the tangent.
Yes.
The Revenant.
So listen, it's okay. I
It's
wanted
okay,
to
I
go on
like
it.
that. That was a
No,
good one. I like
but-
the Revenant.
I understand.
Needed.
From there, that was because that was the end of the story, really. The original Calder oil
Yeah.
fields. But from there, is there more than one killer? The reason why it's been so long, it's possible that there's other people copying this once awesome, maybe idol for these people,
Yeah.
Because all along the I-45 now, all the fields have been reported with, or not all of them, but like all along there, fields have been reported with dozens of women found in the same manner. In that
Holy
across Galveston to Houston, the 1990s had 12 girls killed, including
Oh.
Donna Prudhomme. That was that 1990 stretch, 1991. You
Yeah.
asked, like, what happened after Tim Miller? So, in the 1990s, there was 12 more girls,
Dude, he was probably pissed. He was like, "How the f?"
5
He was probably
bodies
trying to
between
figure it out.
2001 and 2006. And so now the name of the killing fields went from the Calder oil fields to like any field on the I-45. It's just considered the killing fields. And they even had a sign like a sign when you drove into town that said something. I want to say like it was dark. It was like welcome to the something creepy. Like
welcome to hell.
It went from a good town, League City. No, not Hell, Michigan. Go to hell. You should go to hell. Not the same place as the old Airbnb, but it went from a nice town, it was pretty populated, which now it's more populated.
What are those?
Assorted. I don't know.
Oh my god. Does that mean there could be bad ones?
No.
That's what that means.
It would say Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
This is Jelly Belly.
You just...
Like, they don't just put Jelly Belly like Bean Boozled and stuff now. Like, you have to buy the Bean Boozled. I really don't want those 2 flavors. I mean, I have like tons of these.
Okay, that one was pretty shit though.
Alright. So.
Brendan, have one.
Okay. Gotta get the sound crew some
Hey, you want this
snacks?
Hey, you want this lizard? Hey,
So that's that.
Hey, bro.
No.
Okay.
Let her burn.
You want the potato?
Not really, but.
Nah, you want it though.
The skin potato.
What do you guys think on leads? Like, do you agree that it could be one?
I mean, yes. I think
the Calder Fields.
I think it was one person that started it,
He had
and then
some
like it
obsession
kind of
with
like
women, and
I feel like other people saw he was so successful with.
And then they just did it there, and then they just were always like, "Who was it?" But then they always are playing.
It was so easy for them to pin it onto him.
Yeah, on whoever the first person.
The other
was.
people.
Whoever the first person was. Yeah. Whoever the first kill was, that's
who's
who
to say it
everyone was
wasn't a
pinning
group
on.
either.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. A group.
A cult type
like,
group who have something against women of this,
or
teenage to 25-year-old women. I mean, the oldest was 30.
Yeah.
What?
R/incels.
So from there.
Hey, wait,
what was I about to say?
We gotta read these. I can't forget.
Wait, did you drink those without?
I have to. You were in the middle of the story. I didn't want to interrupt the story.
You gotta see what that says.
Okay.
There has to be.
So did Baylor, though.
Reprimand made.
Baylor didn't read it for the podcast.
You both know the rules. That was before the podcast. We have always said you drink You drink after you read.
Okay, I get that, but it was this story was in. I didn't want to interrupt.
I can't help, but I made it painfully obvious last week that was there after Noah said.
All right, well I'm gonna read mine. Okay.
So there will be a punishment.
I'll take the punishment at the end. Okay. Real fact number 688. Flying fish leap out of the water at 20 miles per hour or more and can glide for over 500 feet. Now that
500?
is a fact.
That's actually crazy. Real fact number 40.
We should have a snap each time.
Say now that.
Actually, how about this one?
It just works.
Right. Real fact number 40.
Here we go.
It is possible to lead a cow upstairs but not downstairs.
I knew that.
Holy.
A
Number
story
40.
about that.
Number 40 is
What
good
we
though.
wanted to do
Number
with
40
that.
is cool. That's cool. You got 40.
The cooler point about that story is our senior prank was supposed to be to get a cow in the school and then put it up the stairs, like maybe 3 cows, maybe just 1. But like we wanted to put him in there like 6 a.m. So by the time maybe by the time people are getting in, he's like taking at least 3
all over the place.
And like you gotta imagine how hard it'd be to get the cow down. And they have to cancel school.
Oh,
like,
they're like
there's
cow,
a cow in the school.
It's like mud. That's why they called it like cow. Like what is it? What's the like
manure?
Patties?
No, cow patties. That's literally what it is. It's like a patty.
Well, I would hope it'd be a little bit more runny.
Yeah, no,
on
but
the tile.
Yeah. But I'm saying like when it dries, it's like a patty.
But
like,
anyways, yes, I knew this fact because they can't get them down. If I got them up there, they would have to get at least like
that'd be a great senior prank.
There's no way they're
or
putting
an
that thing in
elevator.
the elevator. The elevator would f***ing break.
Maybe.
You can bring it up. Wait, you could go up
that
the
elevator
stairs.
was pretty
You just
junky.
said you could go up the
No way
stairs
the
but not
elevator's
down,
gonna
right?
make out.
So why don't we just bring them up and just and just
That's
we
the
go
point.
down? That's what
We
I'm
leave
saying.
it. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Exactly.
You just come to another realization.
Okay,
everybody.
and not a realization. You
Okay.
just said the elevator. Why would we need the elevator?
No,
What
I'm
are
talking
you
about the
saying?
custodians,
Yeah,
like
like
the
if
people
they would
trying
have
to
to try
fix
to
the
get
problem.
Oh,
It's going to
fixing
be
it,
hard
okay,
for
yeah.
them to get it
Yeah.
down. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
hey,
We leave it
Roberto,
for them.
is that his name? Roberto goes up there. He's like, I quit. He just leaves.
No,
He's like,
Roberto
okay.
like really has like a secret
He's like,
past of like bull.
Oh my
flagging,
god!
you know, and he's like, "Come here,
He's
Leo."
a
Come on.
matador.
And he like does it, and the bull like rides right off the balcony into like the cafeteria, and it just like
Holy shit!
the Revenant. Like the
Oh
horse,
my god! Yeah, the horse.
He recreates.
Hey,
the
replay real
Revenant.
quick of the horse. This is all you're gonna see from the Revenant at all. Look here.
I don't know if we can do that, can
Yeah, I don't know.
Just the horse. Just the horse hitting it.
Copyrighted?
It's not the Revenant.
Can we
It's
do
our
that?
own movie.
We'll figure it out.
15 seconds, is that a thing still, or is that just for audio clips?
I think we can do that. I think
Alright,
that's
yeah.
I mean, we can put some audio of it over it.
Hey, no, yeah, we'll put audio over it. But here's the horse. And then right after,
Right, the
him
horse-
fighting the bear. Real quick, that's it. That's all you're seeing.
Fighting the bear.
We don't want to see too much, but that's him fighting the
Throw it in
bear.
there.
That is him fighting the bear, and you're like, holy what?
And then here's the bear scratching his back. Ah!
Yeah, go watch it.
That's it, that's it.
That's all you're getting. That's
Okay.
a great representation.
So,
I like that.
I actually wanted to say this
15
last
seconds,
podcast and I
okay.
forgot it. This is one of the most interesting
Where's
ones
the
I've
guy?
seen. And I knew this before, but it's nice that it's on the Snapple fact.
Go ahead, read it.
France used the guillotine.
Guillotine.
I almost embarrassed myself. The guillotine as recently as, what would your guess be? You know what the
I'd say
guillotine
that.
is?
Yeah. The one John Belly made a song about it. That's
Yeah.
why. I always remember how to say it.
91.
That's why. I would say that's what
91.
I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. 90s.
You think they used in the 90s?
I think
Actually,
actually,
no.
Cut
80s.
someone's
I
head
think
off?
80s.
Okay.
80s.
With modern?
70s. 70s. That's where I'm going. 70s.
I don't
Give me
know,
a
bro.
number. Like,
Okay,
you gotta give me a number.
1972.
No, I'm going
That's
lower
me.
now.
That's me.
What?
1964.
1972 for me.
1977.
Oh.
Which, so you guys might not be surprised. I was surprised. You gotta
That
think,
is surprising.
that
though,
is-
like 77.
it
Think
is the
about all
same
stuff
year that
came
the
out.
first Star Wars came out.
Exactly.
And they're using the guillotine,
Somebody's eating
cutting someone's head off. Like,
Like you're going to see Star Wars, and then you're like, the cop's like,
no,
hey.
he didn't even get to.
No, I'm saying no, like the cop. A cop stops him. Hey, you're under arrest, and he's like, what did I? He's like,
I'm
come
trying
on.
to just go see Star
He
Wars.
puts him in a
man.
guillotine. He's
I
like,
have my
what the
popcorn and everything, son.
He's like,
That's France, huh? That's true.
Well, he may not be. He's like a. He's a.
I have my
your
popcorn and
franchise.
everything. It's
No, he's a. What do they call him? You know, when you need to be deported,
What?
immigrant.
Okay.
He got in illegally, and they're like,
Okay, I was
"You're
like,
not going to watch Star Wars." It's
whoa.
like, but please, I have my popcorn. Please, let me watch Star Wars one last. And that was the end of him.
What?
In as recently as 1977, this-
oh my
I mean, like, they could have videoed this. Like, do they have any actual videos of?
Look it
guillotines?
up, please. Look it up on.
I guess you can't have that on YouTube. It's literally murder.
Look it up, please. Yes, we have to see if it's not John Bellion.
John Bellion.
Guillotine.
Live.
Some Dana Carvey, like
Okay,
Mike
look,
Myers
look.
type, like SNL shit.
Look, no sound. German spies executed. No, that's like not the guillotine.
What?
Guillotine footage 9 years ago.
How about
9 years
Eugene
ago.
Weidman? That's
Okay,
a
click
girl.
it.
That's kind of sad.
Why are we watching?
No, the other one was a girl.
Oh.
Weidman's childhood.
This is not the
His
one.
childhood in Frankfurt, Germany.
No, it's gonna happen.
Taking her belongings.
This is
It's not video, I don't think, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Decided that all further
Viewer
execution-
discretion
This
advised.
is purely for educational views and learning
The
processes.
guillotine execution
Close your
of
eyes
Eugene
if you don't want
Weidman. The guillotine execution of
He gets
Eugene
down.
Weidman.
They don't give him any time. They
He's
threw him
down, and
there.
look, you can see the blade at the top. You don't have to look if you don't want to. We're telling you now, but I'm
They
looking.
locked him in.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
swole mo.
No, it wasn't. It's a pulley system.
Okay,
but-
okay. So like, they just. Jeez.
But it was very slow. I thought it more would have dropped. It kind of glided.
Oh, God. That is
As early as
some
1977, as recent.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. That in 1977. So look up best album of 1977. Just think about this song playing, this vibe, and
Do
you're
not
getting just.
associate people. Do not associate.
No, I'm not
people with
associating this, but
He
I'm
could
just
have been
saying.
listening to this.
Like,
As he was
Rumors by
arrested.
Fleetwood Mac. Like, come on.
He's listening to Fleetwood Mac.
Like,
You can't take my popcorn.
or like,
That's a little
you
like-
could go, yeah. Oh,
I don't think that.
That's it.
That's it.
because he goes his own way.
That's
So, like-
it.
I mean, look at the rest of
That's
them.
what I'm saying. That's probably it. Yeah, that's probably all that guy was listening to. So, well, I mean, David Bowie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Billy
I feel
Joel,
like-
There was some.
Billy Joel, I mean-
Billy Joel. Yeah, Billy Joel was.
Pink Floyd, Animals.
Mark likes Billy Joel. That's the... Mark, read your Snapple fact. Get over here.
Or just toss it out.
Okay, Saturday
Yeah.
Saturday Night Fever also. That was probably something like staying alive. No, it's toss yours too.
What?
Your Snapple fact. Are you gonna read
Okay,
it?
the oldest living animal ever found was a 405-year-old clam named Ming by researchers.
Wait, say that again.
The oldest living animal ever found was a 405-year-old clam. He survived 4 centuries.
Holy sh! Look up a picture of
Like-
the clam though.
Like he saw
I want to see it.
he lived through so much. Both
Dude,
world
think
wars,
about that. Like, that's insane.
the Civil War,
I mean,
yes.
it's also a.
the
it's also a
revolution
clam.
from
But like,
France.
look up the clam. Let's see him. I bet he has like a whole vibe. He had probably
Yeah,
gross
but-
stuff. He's probably like, you know what? I'm a nice.
It's a clam.
The clam. There it
Yeah,
is.
but it's still cool that he's that wise.
Wow.
There he is.
Look how wise he
He
is.
a clam.
You don't know that, Baylor. He could have
Yeah,
evolved.
no,
he has
Baylor.
400 years to evolve.
That's what I'm saying.
He lived
Lived
507 years. So
507
this is outdated.
years.
He was 500 years old.
And alive. Like,
You know why he died? This motherfucker
What?
killed him.
what?
Ming was caught and killed in 2006.
The
near
camera, I
Iceland.
think, just went off, but we're gonna brick wall. Keep going. Caught and killed.
It's just, I mean, this is bullshit. He
Like
was
that-
500. Like, he could have maybe.
I
went to,
know.
Like, what if
Oh,
he
he's
was
like a
an eternal?
vampire.
He
Yeah,
was
it's an
going to live
eternal.
forever until someone just had to stab him or shuck him right
And
up.
like, and drink them, and then all of a sudden they're one. Like, literally, that would be. Oh my god.
they are Ming.
They are Ming
Ming?
the clam.
Ming is like a spiritual.
And like,
clam.
and like his bot, and like he has clam
Ming
things on the
was
back, and he like
Corona?
flies with clams. Like,
What if Ming
and
was
he
like
got
Corona,
flies.
like evolving, and then it like turned into the bat?
And that'd be
I don't think
crazy.
that bat bites that person, and then it gets made into the bat soup, and Ming caused Corona. It was
I
like
don't
some
think-
detrimental karma for us.
and that's
killing
why they.
Ming.
Oh my god.
When was Ming?
Who killed Ming,
Wait,
and
when
why
you
would
say-
you do
when
this?
Did you say Ming was killed?
2006. I know, but you gotta think the
The
bat has to bite the man.
The bat has to bite the man. Like, it takes that long for the
He's
bat
gotta
to
find the
just
right
land.
man. He's searching for him.
He's searching for
We all know
Batman.
the
He's
bat
just
wanted to
searching
give
for.
it to us.
He's searching for Batman.
Okay.
He's searching for Bruce Wayne. He'll never
Real
find
fact
him.
number 48.
we
Cats
go.
can hear ultrasound.
Cats. So is
Yeah,
that?
so
So
we
that's
were
what
talking
I'm.
about
I'm
that.
confused. Cats can hear ultrasound.
I feel like that means they're putting their head up to the babies. Like, here, come here. You be the mom.
All right, Rico is
I'm
the baby.
I'm the cat. No. Well, you just give me your stomach. You know, don't put it up. Yeah. No, stand up, but don't take your shirt off. You know. So I'm the cat. You know.
and I'm the mother.
And I feel like if it was at that point, you know, like
My beautiful baby cat.
maybe like pawing on it. You know how they push on. Who did that, Baylor?
Rico.
Well, anyways, I feel like at that point the baby could like hear.
Yeah,
Does that mean it could hear its heartbeat?
that's what.
But I mean, I could hear its heartbeat, so maybe
Yeah.
not. Could it hear the baby swashing around?
Maybe like
Could it see the baby in its own head?
Like, but what is it meaning? Like, what does it
Does it
mean?
have its own, like,
like it
ultrasound
has an
program?
ultrasound program. Like,
got an
it's like,
adapter.
and it's like, oh yeah, this
like-
thing's a guy. And wait, what is that? No, it probably doesn't. What doesn't know?
Sarah's very healthy. Don't tell her.
You're like, Sarah is very healthy.
Oh shit! She has a hot mama.
she's
Like
fine.
purring. She's just
She's
like
like-
scratches the belly. She kills the baby. She's like, it was a weak one anyways, Jenny.
Literally.
I just want a kid. Give me a kid.
The cat wants a kid.
Cats.
No, the lady, because like the cat keeps killing the babies because they're just like she
Not
can
worried.
sense their
Oh,
deformities.
okay. But
You
what
know,
is
like
it?
a-
All right, but
like
like
a
really
hamster?
though, what we're confused about,
Like a
we need to
hamster?
answer this. We're getting
They
what
eat their babies if they sense they're not strong.
what we're
So
confused
it's kinda
about
like that.
is
That's crazy.
what.
It's weird.
But what is the like? What is it meaning by ultrasound? Is that's like what I'm. Look it up. Let's look it up. We have to just.
All right, but
Think
it's
about
either
it.
that, but we also have to do your challenge, and I already know what it is. So
Well,
we're gonna wait
how,
for
are we
the.
running out of time?
camera to
I
get
don't think
on.
we're-
No, we're not running out of time, but I'm just saying you gotta get ready. Like, I bet just prepare yourself for your
Okay.
challenge.
Yeah, I'm so prepared. Just like let me just start like putting that on my calendar or something, Brendan. I can't wait for this camera to come back on so I can punch you right in the mouth.
You're gonna rue the day.
Tell
you
me
said
when the
that,
camera's
buddy.
back on so I can punch him right in the mouth.
How does?
It's
How
on?
does a
You're not
cat?
gonna punch
It's
him.
on now?
You're not
Does it
gonna
say?
punch him
Shh,
in the mouth.
does it say here, or see ultrasound?
Here. Oh, I flipped
Just look it up, bro. Like,
Zeke. It says cats hear ultrasound. I'm pretty
Forget
sure.
it.
I think it just hears like the
But
the waves, because ultrasound wave, like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or is that that's ultraviolet waves?
Oh, there's. Oh, I mean,
I don't want to embarrass.
they
us
can
here.
hear
Ultrasound.
high.
They can hear high-pitched sounds that humans
That's
or
exactly
dogs
what I
can't
the way
hear.
ultrasound works is
Yes.
through waves.
Yeah, higher pitch
I'm
sounds.
pretty sure.
Okay, so no, it's
Frequencies.
not like that. It's like cats. They don't use it to hear ultrasound for communication. It's like for hunting. Like rodents are making ultrasonic calls, and that's what they're listening to. So it has nothing to do with the child.
Well, yeah, I've kind of figured it had nothing to do with the child.
So we just did that whole
Are we
thing.
back on?
We're good? Back. Here we are.
Zeke made a dangerous decision.
Okay, but let's
Zeke
do...
and Baylor.
Okay.
And the only thing I have to punish are the beans.
No.
Let's just be honest. I can't get up.
Do
I
we get
can't
to
go.
pick?
I'm gonna pick some select few, and you're gonna eat 3 each.
You?
3 each?
All right,
Yes.
all right,
Okay,
all
you know what?
You
For the
drank-
podcast,
Do
I
you
agree.
realize
It's right
how big
there.
of a bad chakra thing that
It
is?
And if,
No.
hey, viewers
just
at home, no, real
disrespect
quick,
the
I do
snap?
agree. I agree that. And if
He
you're
knows
watching,
which ones are the
I
fucking
understand.
beans.
And if you're
No, I
if you're
don't.
watching
I'm
this,
gonna try
just
to
listen.
guess.
Just listen. If you're watching this and you're drinking a Snapple and you didn't already read it out loud to someone else
Go
or
drink
to
some hot
yourself,
sauce or something.
you go
Some
do
hot
something to
sauce.
yourself that is
You wanna
just
get
a
in that-
little bit bad. Like kind of,
Teach you.
just kind of like you know, just like a
No,
punishment. Not like
No,
okay.
Put
Let
your
me
hand
not
on a hot
get
iron.
taken out of context here.
You know, just burn yourself.
I'm not meaning what you think I'm meaning.
You're gonna
I
get
mean,
taken out of context
well,
right there.
there's Twitter.
Anyways,
You're gonna get
guys,
taken out of context.
It's
basically,
it's fake news.
Damn, Mark.
let me
Where you
save you.
going?
Let me save you.
He's gonna save me.
Own equipment.
Okay.
What's that?
You just need to get into that habit, guys. Checking that Snapple fact right before you drink that Snapple, because really, that's what you want to have. The knowledge right before you take that first sip, and you just take that sip and you say, "Oh, the guillotine we used in 1977," and it tastes all the better. Like 6 times better at least, because you just got this like brain juice flowing. So that's why you need to do that. It's not just some silly. What do you call that? Like a when people do stuff and it's just
A
stupid.
silly conundrum.
Conundrum. That is not the word.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey, but
I'm
But what
getting
Brendan
some
said-
flavors here. Okay.
that's a fact.
Okay, I have to fact check myself from the first podcast when Zeke ate the jelly bean. I thought he ate throw up. It turns out you had a different flavor in your mouth, didn't you? You were talking about dead
I thought it was.
flavor?
I said no. Yeah, I thought it was
It's
rotten.
dead fish.
Dead fish. Oh.
That's what you had in your mouth. So,
I don't even have.
actually, I have like a little compendium.
Wait, what?
I have a,
I don't even have any.
you guys know like a compendium on Red
Mark,
Dead
throw
where
him
it, like,
another
tells me?
Snapple.
So I can
Don't
kind
tell
of
me
pick
I'm
here
good.
what I want you
Okay,
guys to eat.
forget it, Mark. He doesn't want one.
So here's what I'm guessing. I want Zeke to have
Yeah.
this one, and I want Zeke to have you. Okay?
You're looking at the box.
Yeah. Now I am. I thought about it. It's a good idea.
What?
Because, I mean, like, I would make... If I had, like, hot sauce, I'd make you eat the hot sauce. I wouldn't make you guess it, you know? It's got to
Okay,
be...
am I only eating 2?
Because it could be good. It could be bad. It could be the good flavor on being
Am I
vegan,
eating
you know?
2 though, or am
It's
I
still a
eating 1?
toss-up.
No, that is true.
Am I eating 2 or am I eating
You're
1?
eating all 3, but not at once. So, wait. All right. Baylor.
They smell, dude. Noah, do you have to get back over there? Go ahead. Just go.
Just go ahead, my
Here
friend.
goes Noah! And Noah is our translator for the
Sign
deaf
language
listeners.
Translator. Get that clip rolling. Get that clip rolling, everybody.
There he
For
is.
you sign language people.
All those people that need sign language
You
at
know,
home, we got you.
We're very serious about that. If you need to hear us, just watch the sign language one. It's found on the same channel. We want you guys to hear it too.
Later, bro. Oh, bye, Noah. Alright, later, dog.
Except now, because now you have no.
Yeah, now he's gone. But
Bro, you are examining the
okay.
box, bro.
All right.
Now we're good. Let's
3
do
and
this.
3. Oh wait, I should keep it so I could fact check myself. Let me back the table up a little bit. One at a time, each of you. Zeke start.
Okay.
Go.
What?
Go.
What?
Eat it.
Okay.
Now.
Which one?
Don't think. Just eat.
Oh, it kind of tastes like popcorn.
Okay, you got lucky because that could have been popcorn or rotten egg.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
All right, Baylor.
Thank you, God. Thank you.
Tell me what it tastes like.
Alright, bitch, good.
What is it though?
I have no idea.
Oh, you got a Tutti Frutti. So it could have been Stinky Socks. He got lucky in the first round.
I'm
Go.
banged.
Please be right. Dirty dishwasher,
Oh,
everybody.
bro. Oh my
Eat
god.
it. Swallow it.
It kind of tastes like.
You think you can not drink that? Look at it while you eat that terrible fact. Could be the guillotine you're facing.
Oh god.
What
let's
if
throw
I
up.
made a guillotine for the challenge just to keep
Oh.
that like?
Bro, this one's gonna be ass.
Oh my
I
god.
can
almost
smell
threw up,
that.
bro.
This one's gonna be ass.
Okay, yeah, that.
Oh god, dude.
Eat it. It's dead fish from the first week. This is what Zeke experienced.
Give him the trash can. Give him a trash can so he can throw it. He has to stay here. So
Use your Snapple bottle if you have
use the
to.
Snapple bottle if you
No,
have to
he's
throw
got
up.
it. He got it. Just swallow it.
That's what I had to do. Almost
Brush it
came
down
up-
with some Snap.
Nope. Let's not on that one.
I tried to help you, Baylor. I'm sorry.
I didn't get it.
This will permanently make them read that fact.
Oh my god.
It's
like-
ass, bro.
All right, Zeke. This is what Baylor 2 to 3
I
won.
can't, bro.
You can spit that out. You did a good job, Baylor.
Bro, that
I'll give you
shit.
that. Good? Or Stinky Socks?
Oh
You'll
my-
know. It's Stinky Socks.
Oh. Oh.
Ah, sorry, buddy.
I can't swallow.
Yeah, you did.
I think I'm good. I think I'm good on this one.
All right, send her down the hatch.
Oh my god.
Swallow your spit. He's collecting like a
What flavor
pool, a
is it?
cesspool of it.
I had to put it back in my
I
mouth,
think it was
bro.
dirty dishwasher or birthday cake.
Oh. Ah. No.
It's birthday cake, but it's like a really birthday cake.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that would wrap up our first podcast. I mean, our podcast, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean.
Pretty much.
The third one.
We got the time frame. Our sound guys got to go.
Yeah.
So I
Sound
just
guys
got to
go.
podcast. Woo! Yeah, I know. But that's what I
He
wanted
forgot
to
to do it on the other one.
And
Landed in the
cut.